Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. I'm Anton, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at my top 5 features that need to be on the Nintendo Switch's operating system. The Switch has been out for quite a long time now, and overall nothing has really changed, even though there's been tons of software released, and a lot of things have stayed the same for quite a long time, and are really needed. So if you do like this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button to see future videos heading your way, and let's get started. Alright, so the first thing we're going to take a look at is overall an updated eShop. The eShop has stayed the same for quite a long time. It's quite clunky and even laggy sometimes. I'm not sure that's just the problem that I experience, but I don't know why it's that slow. So honestly, having more sections and new tabs to go through and take a look at a bunch of games would be really nice. Overall, Nintendo doesn't have that much organization with the overall eShop. There should be sections for indie games, and other sections for all sorts of different categories and stuff. Maybe even a section for just the first-party Nintendo games. The eShops for the 3DS and Wii U were amazing, as they had many different sections and were really well organized. They were fun to go to, as they had different music as well. And honestly, they have a theme already, as they play in the download videos that they make, and that would be a perfect song for the eShop. I don't see why they don't do that. It'd be really cool. And even another feature, which I actually believe they tested quite a long time ago, which is the ability to give reviews on certain games. Honestly, just being able to just give a quick star review out of 5 stars or something would be really neat, as would be able to tell you the average view of a game, especially if they made it so that way once you buy that game you can then review it. Or maybe they can even add simple keywords or something, because I doubt Nintendo would want to add these big reviews and stuff, since people might be able to use those in ways Nintendo doesn't. But overall, if Nintendo could do something where it's like, do you like this game or do you not? Do you recommend it to someone? And maybe even having a gift system or some sort of way where you can gift friends games would be really nice. Overall, that kind of social aspect is really missing in the eShop, or even a way to recommend games would be really cool. And overall, a better user experience. I'm not saying they have to completely revamp the eShop from scratch and change the menus and stuff. I think they could just improve on what they have already. I think they have a good foundation. They just need to make it a lot better. And also, I really like the red theme they did for the Mario 35th anniversary, and if they could do that for other stuff, or just being able to customize the eShop with different colors and stuff, would be really cool. I feel like the eShop just hasn't reached its full potential, and hopefully Nintendo can fix that. And even maybe an algorithm that would show you games that you would be interested in, instead of just the standard featured ones that they just show you. So overall, that's why the eShop needs to be totally revamped and updated. Next, this is one that a lot of people, including myself, have been hoping for a long time, and it's still not here, and that is themes. Now, themes are something that would have been a logical step for the Switch. You already have a tab that says themes in the settings, so it would have made sense for them to just add that. I don't know why it's taking them this long to actually add those, as 3DS does have themes, and they look really nice. They don't have to go above and beyond making them so fancy that they change the entire look of the Switch. But honestly, if they could just change the background color, or if they just had different color themes, like blue, maybe red, because the Switch is missing that customizable aspect that previous systems had. And imagine if the eShop had this section with all these themes that different games, like third-party ones, could add, and it wouldn't be too difficult for those third-party studios to make them. And even if you pre-ordered a game, for example, it could come with a theme or something like that. It would be really cool. And imagine for the potential if they could be redeemed, like games and stuff with your gold points and stuff. I would definitely spend a lot of them if they were just a few cents or dollars each. And just imagine the potential. They could do limited time offers, they could do animated themes that change during the day or as time goes on. They could do a bunch of stuff with this, and that's why I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. So that's why I think themes are something that desperately need to come to the Switch. They'd be quite easy to implement, and just imagine how fun they'd be. Especially if they would make the Switch just feel like your own console. And that's why themes desperately need to be on the Switch. Now, this is one that won't be a surprise to anyone, and that is overall a better online Switch experience. Nintendo Switch Online isn't exactly the greatest thing, as we all know by now. It's laggy, it's just simple, and there's not a lot to it. It's overall just a really basic system, and overall Nintendo just hasn't done a great job with making it appealing and overall just fun. It just feels like something they just threw together because they had to. That's why there's a bunch of things that they could just add to improve the experience so slightly, and that is obviously a better online infrastructure. Mario Maker 2 is a mess. It definitely needs to be better, and especially since it's a 2D platformer, yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. But overall, Nintendo has done quite a good job with some of the games online, like Luigi's Mansion 3 and Splatoon 2. So I feel like what they need to do is just to fix up that online infrastructure that they've built. Like Super Mario Party was quite bad if you're playing people that had bad connections. I don't see why Nintendo wouldn't do this. They clearly have the funds and talent and knowledge to do a big online service and really push it, but it seems that they're a bit hesitant, and I really hope that they could do more with it. I think one of the things that Nintendo's kind of not really pushing that much is voice chat. Voice chat needs to be improved so much. Obviously we have this Switch Online app and stuff, which I've never really used except for Smash World and the Animal Crossing stuff that there is, which is really nice. But honestly, they should make the experience a lot better. By just supporting voice chat and stuff like that can make people more interested in playing those games with people, especially if they're directly connected and stuff that we really need. Because right now, we're pretty much just doing multiplayer on like Discord and stuff like that, so it's not much of a problem, but it is quite annoying, especially if you want to hear the music as well. Sound effects from the game, you pretty much just need a capture card or something to actually do that on your computer while you're playing the game and using something like Discord, so obviously not everybody has access to a setup like that. So hopefully Nintendo does fix the online system, as yeah, it's kind of scuffed and needs to be improved heavily. But one thing I feel like that they need to put on the Nintendo Switch Online service, beyond anything, is achievements. Achievements would be such a good idea. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet. Think about it, as you complete things in certain games, you could get gold points, or even, I think platinum points are a good idea because Nintendo does do that with their mobile offerings. If you complete something in Mario Kart Tour or Super Mario Run, you get some platinum points that can go towards other things. So it'd be really neat if, for example, they give you like 1 gold point for completing a mission that's quite difficult. I don't know about like the hacking or cheating surrounding a system like that. If they gave you a little trophy or something where your profile is, that'd be really cool. And I feel like that would be a good enough incentive for people to do that, or even maybe if they unlock themes or something like that. There's a ton of potential for the things that they could do with the Switch Online service. And honestly, another one which I forgot to mention, but I'm just gonna put it in because it's not really tied to the Switch Online service as much. That's adding legacy content like Game Boy Switch Online, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 64, and maybe GameCube. I don't know if Nintendo would want to do that. They're really pushing SNES and NES like since 2016. They've been kind of just sticking with those two systems. So I'm not sure if they will add anything else beyond the Game Boy Advance or N64. But it'd be really nice to play all those games. But at the same time, Nintendo probably doesn't want to bring all this legacy content, make a virtual console, simply because it's not great for their indie offerings. For example, a lot of these studios don't want their games to compete with a really popular old game, and think about it, they don't want people to go and buy a $5 NES, SNES, or N64 game. Instead, they want them to buy the eShop games and like indie offerings and stuff like that. So it does make sense why Nintendo doesn't really want a virtual console, as they want their indie and third-party offerings to survive. Pretty much the only things that you can customize on your Switch is your player icon and your name. That's pretty much it. You can change the color of the background, and then you can just change if you want to, like me, or like what your avatar is. It's pretty simple stuff. But wouldn't it be cool if you could do even more than that and customize your own page or something, or even have like, say there was achievements and you could put a little star or something. But something that the profiles need to have is, well, a proper time management of the games that you have played, because they give you an average, but it's nothing that great. It doesn't show you the games that you've played. You have to actually put all the games in your system. That way it can show you the most recent one you played and how long you've played in it. It's not the greatest. It'd be really nice if Nintendo could conveniently show you, yeah, this is the game you played the most, this is the one you played the least, I guess. So they could just make a quick little list or something in your profile. That'd be really neat. because I feel like the profiles just aren't that interesting. And even in general, just more profile pictures and icons and stuff, like they don't have anything from like WarioWare. They don't have much from like Link's Awakening or even some of the Mario games. Like they don't have anything from a lot of other franchises. They could do so much. Like even Xenoblade does not have any profile pictures, and that's really weird to me. Even Fire Emblem, stuff like that. It seems like they're just really concentrating, okay, here's Mario, here's Link, here's like some random Captain Toad, here's like Kirby Star Allies. Like they just kind of add them when they want, and it doesn't seem like they've been really adding them. I think the last time they did add profile pictures, what was the 35th anniversary Mario? That was like a year ago. Nintendo, come on, like I just want some more profile pictures, and they're just PNGs. Like if you can just put them inside, that would be nice. Now we're on to the last thing that I desperately think the Nintendo Switch needs, and that is better game organization. If you have a ton of games, both digital and physical, you'll run into all these icons all over the place, and to me, it's a bit unorganized. You can't even search up the game that you're trying to find. And overall, a better way of just taking a look at all the games would be really nice. I feel like there's something that they could do to make the experience better, because I don't feel like it has been fully realized. Or even like, oh, here's my digital and here's my physical games. Like something like that that can make the experience a lot better, because I feel like that's kind of just missing. The way that just all of your games are there, just add folders. I don't know why they're not there. Like folders would be so nice to have, okay, here's all my Nintendo first party games, here are my Mario games, here are my third party indie games. You could sort everything out. It'd be really nice. Imagine being able to change those folder colors. And also, if we integrate it with the themes, you can have different themed folder icons. Like that would be really cool. There's so much they can do, because I feel like the game organization and stuff like that kind of gets a bit messy once you get a lot of games, especially since you've got like a mixture of digital and physical stuff. So overall, having kind of a more streamlined system to try to make everything easier to access and look a lot cleaner would be the logical step here. So that's about it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy this, just kind of a casual talk about some features that desperately need to come to the Nintendo Switch's operating system. Let me know which ones you would love to see in the comment section down below. Am I missing any important? I probably am. But overall, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button to see future videos heading your way, and I will see you all in the next one.